What if an entire city became a battlefield, not in hours but in minutes? On 12th March 1993, India's financial capital, Mumbai, was hit by a wave of explosions so coordinated that the country had never seen anything like it before. Within just a few hours, 13 bombs could tear through the city, killing hundreds and exposing one of the most dangerous terror networks in India's history. The roots of the attack lay in the tension that gripped India after the demolition of Babri Masjid in December 1992. Communal riots soon erupted in Mumbai, leaving hundreds dead and deep divisions across communities. In this charged atmosphere, a group of criminals and extremists began planning revenge. The operation was masterminded by Dawood Ibrahim, head of the powerful underworld syndicate D Company. Investigations later revealed that several conspirators were taken to Pakistan for training, where they learned how to handle explosives and weapons. The plan was chillingly precise. Large quantities of RDX explosives, grenades, and weapons were smuggled into India through the Maharashtra's coast near Raigad, using the country's smuggling networks. The explosives were then assembled into bombs and placed inside vehicles and suitcases. Targets were chosen carefully, places where thousands of people gathered every day: financial centers, hotels, markets, and crowded streets. The goal was simple: maximum casualties and maximum panic. On 12th March 1993, Mumbai's normal routine was suddenly shattered. At around 1:30 p.m., the first explosion ripped through the Bombay Stock Exchange, one of the busiest places in the city. Within minutes, more blasts followed. Bombs exploded near the Air India building, Century Bazaar, Plaza Cinema, and several other locations across the city. Cars loaded with explosives turned into massive fireballs. Buildings shook, windows shattered, smoke rose across Mumbai's skyline. For the first time in India's history, multiple coordinated bomb blasts were executed across a major city within hours. Emergency services rushed to the scenes, but the explosions had already caused catastrophic damage. By the end of the day, 257 people were killed. More than 700 were injured. The city that never sleeps had been brought to a standstill. Investigations soon uncovered the massive conspiracy behind the attack. Many operatives involved in planting the bombs were arrested over the following months. Some were later convicted and sentenced to life imprisonment or death. However, the masterminds escaped. Dawood Ibrahim fled India and is believed to have taken refuge in Karachi, where he remains one of India's most wanted fugitives. The key conspirator, Tiger Memon, also fled the country and has never been captured. Years later, one of the key convicts, Yaqub Memon, was executed in 2015 after a long legal process. The attacks changed India forever. Security laws were tightened, anti-terror operations expanded, and intelligence agencies began focusing heavily on organized terror networks. But the scars of that day remained. Because on 12th March 1993, Mumbai learned how fragile peace could be. A few men, a deadly plan, and a city shaken by 13 explosions that echoed across India's history. If you want to uncover more dark events, conspiracies, and shocking moments from history, follow on this day, because the past still has stories that the world should never forget.